This week we're addressing questions concerning archaic and modern Homo sapiens. Question: how do the out-of-Africa, multi-regional continuity, and assimilation models of modern human origins differ? The out-of-Africa model, proposed by Christopher Stringer, suggests that modern Homo sapiens only arose in Africa approximately 200,000 years ago. These anatomically modern humans then migrated out of Africa and replaced various archaic human groups in Europe and Asia. During this replacement, there was no gene flow between the modern humans and archaic humans. The multi-regional continuity model proposed by Milford Wolpoff suggests that modern Homo sapiens evolved from archaic humans throughout Europe, Asia, and Africa. Substantial gene flow occurred on the borders of each of the regions, accounting for the physical similarities of anatomically modern humans in each area. The assimilation model, proposed by Fred Smith and Eric Trunkus, suggests that, like the out-of-Africa model, modern Homo sapiens evolved in Africa. From there, they migrated to Europe and Asia, replacing the archaic populations inhabiting those regions. However, unlike the out-of-Africa model, this model proposes gene flow did occur between anatomically modern humans and Neandertals. Question: what are some of the key cultural developments seen in archaic Homo sapiens? Archaic Homo sapiens were responsible for a number of cultural developments. Like Homo erectus, there is substantial evidence that archaic humans hunted, in particular large game. They also fished and utilized other aquatic resources to provide meat and protein in their diets. They developed more advanced and sophisticated tools, including the Musitarian tools of the Neandertals. There's also evidence that archaic Homo sapiens constructed shelters. Neandertals were the first to intentionally bury their dead, an important step in symbolic behavior. They were also the first to show evidence of caring for the sick and injured. Several fossil remains displayed healed injuries that would have been incapacitating without the aid of others. Finally, there is evidence that archaic Homo sapiens could speak. Question: what are some of the key cultural developments of early modern Homo sapiens? Early modern Homo sapiens developed a number of new cultural traditions. Building upon the cultural development of archaic humans, early modern humans intentionally buried their dead. However, they also interred deceased individuals with a variety of grave goods, reflecting a greater symbolic development. Early modern humans showed greater amounts of art, especially the extensive cave art found in several caves in France. Technologically, early modern humans began to focus more of their subsistence on fishing. A greater variety of tools were produced from a greater variety of raw materials, such as harpoons made out of bone. It is likely that with the greater reliance on aquatic foods and plants, there was a decreased emphasis on hunting, particularly hunting of large game. What biological traits of early modern Homo sapiens enabled them to be classified as anatomically modern humans? Early modern Homo sapiens are considered anatomically modern because of a wide variety of physical traits that are indistinguishable from modern humans. The crania, for example, shows a number of these features. First, the brain size is comparable to modern humans, with an average cranial capacity of 1500 cc's. The forehead is vertical rather than receding, as seen in Neanderthals and earlier hominids. The skull is high and round, and the face is smaller and less robust. The dentition is also reduced, as the teeth are smaller in size than what was observed in Neanderthals. Overall, the face is less prognathic, particularly in the midfacial region. Finally, the body morphology is more similar to modern humans. Rather than being cold-adapted like Neanderthals, early modern humans show a morphology that is heat-adapted. The trunk is small and the limbs much longer. Which biological traits of Neanderthals are likely to be adaptations to their environment? The variety found in Neanderthals may have been the result of adaptation to the cold environments in which they lived. First, the large nasal aperture shows that they have very large noses in width and in projection. Like other traits, nasal shape is highly reflective of climate. The nose serves to warm and moisten air breathed into the body. Larger noses provide more surface area to better warm and moisten the air, an important adaptation in cold, dry climates. A second trait, the infraorbital foramen, also reflects cold adaptation. The size of these holes in the facial bones allowed larger blood vessels to pass through them, enabling more blood flow to the face. Enhanced blood flow would help to prevent frostbite to the surface tissues of the face. Finally, the overall body size and shape are also reflective of morphological adaptation to the cold. Neanderthals are short and stocky. Their body was short, wide, and deep, while their limbs were short. These features promoted heat retention due to less surface area.